Welcome to another episode of Straight Red. You got your boy here, Oguns. You got your boy here, Dills, Migs, and Ash. So
Yo.
right now, Arsenal. Well, boy, when we started this episode, Arsenal were 1-0 up in essence, and things have changed very quickly. Luiz has been sent off. He's gone from 0 to 0 in the space of like 3 days. And Moutinho's probably just scored a goal of the month contender, even though it's only the 2nd of February. So, do you know what? What the first thing has everyone seen the red card?
Nah.
Yeah, just now on Twitter.
Okay, so what's happened is he's been sent off because he's obviously is it Willian? He's clipped him on his way, obviously, and denied him a goal scoring opportunity. But the reason he's actually been sent off isn't because he's denied him a goal scoring opportunity, it's because he didn't make an attempt to play the ball. I see you all thinking, what is this guy talking about? So basically, if he slid in and it was close to the ball, because they can't tell what's in his mind. Yeah. If they slid, exactly. If he slid in close to the ball, he wouldn't go yellow.
Yeah. I don't understand that, because I'm sure any defender, the aim is to try and win the ball regardless, even if you miss it completely. Yeah, that rule is dog shit anyway.
You'd think that, but some people have done stuff like that before, right? And to be honest, he's been sent off for a few things like this. He's been sent off because I think last year against Chelsea, he got sent off as well against Abraham because he did something similar.
Yeah, I remember that one still.
So that's one. I think Christensen did it with Mane earlier in the season. He got sent off because he was never going for the ball.
But you see, with those two, with those two examples, he was also they're the last men. So I haven't seen the red card today. Was he the last man when he's making the tackle?
In essence, he's in. Right?
So they changed the rules like a few years back that if it was considered an accidental challenge, regardless of whether you're last man or not, it would be like a yellow. So I'm assuming
in the category it's not accidental.
Yeah, but this is why VAR thinks there was nowhere near the ball. No. It's the red. It's not about being cynical. They said it's not about because it's cynical. They said it's because the rule is because he didn't make a deliberate attempt to play the ball. So whether it's cynical or not,
check this out.
You could say
I need to see it.
No, that's what I'm saying, because a few years back they changed the rule to relax it if it was an accidental tackle, like an accidental foul. So watching that back, that means VAR thinks he done that on purpose, like he clipped him on purpose, like crossed his path. Otherwise, he should have been booked instead of sent off.
Well, you say that, but it doesn't matter, and that's the problem because if he doesn't,
but I'm saying that's what the rules they changed it. Like a few years back, they changed it to relax it on accidental fouls.
Oh no! Do you think?
I think it's a foul.
Do you think he? Okay, he obviously meant to put some pressure on him, but because of the way it's hit, because of the way his knees made contact, just for the running. Because when someone crosses your path, right? That's obviously
looking at it.
It doesn't really look like he meant to do that. If you know what I mean.
If he did this before he fouled, I would have been like, he did it on purpose.
Are you sure?
No, if he did this behind it, then But the fact he was just running and it just hit him, then I think
you know what, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's a dead win it.
Whenever a player throws their hands up, they did it on purpose. Like, they throw their hands up before they cross you. They did it on purpose. But he just looked like he was.
Oh my lord! Sheffield's just scored. Just 1-1.
Yeah, I don't know whether I'm giving the benefit of the doubt because it's David Luiz. With something like Ramos,
no. He's that stupid, bro. I don't think he actually meant it. He's that silly. But we are where we are, bro. All right, well, that's one thing to start off. All right, do you know what? Anyway, to be honest, we've got Ash on today. Obviously, Ash was a Spurs fan. So, and it's obviously Chelsea Spurs this week. So, and it was obviously Chelsea Liverpool last week. So, we're going to kind of get into, well, I've got a few questions and I've got a few things I want to ask the lads as general, but I'm going to start with Ash. So, first things first, Harry Kane's injured. Now, Harry Kane gets injured every season anyway, basically. There's always a point like this. What are you going to do?
I just looked at it. That's not a red still. But anyway, sorry, say that again. I just looked at it. Yeah. Just dragged him back a bit. Oh, that's a yellow, man, with the new rules.
It's a yellow, isn't it?
It's a yellow with the new rules.
It doesn't look blatant, but hold on. Who is that? Not
It's a penalty.
No,
All day long, it's a
is that not
penalty.
a penalty now as well? Is that not a foul though?
My stream's
Yeah,
behind.
it's definitely a penalty, but I think it's a yellow, man.
Yeah, it's yellow. That red touch. They should have
Especially
filled
because
that.
it's soft as well. It's soft.
Exactly.
It is soft, but
oh, that's soft. It's a penalty, but
yeah, it's a penalty.
What's that? Double jeopardy they call it, innit? That's Sorry. I digress. I'm
sorry,
so late.
Don't worry, it's fine. Anyway,
I had to get the other phone out to pre the thing. But yeah, sorry. Harry Kane's injured.
Yeah. Well, sorry, Harry Kane. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Boy, you see what's mad? Me and Dills were talking about this yesterday. Yeah, I think it's one of two things. Yeah, because when he got injured in the game, he continued for the rest of the half. I think it was like another 10 minutes between him getting injured and then obviously half time. There was still another 10 minutes. He got a strike off. I remember because I was watching the game in 10 and I was like, okay, the way the commentators and how they're showing the injury, I thought, all right, cool, this is a bad one. He's probably going to get dragged now. But then 2-2s, he's played on. So I'm like, all right, cool. When he didn't come out second half, I thought they're just looking at that as precaution. Yes, there's probably some swelling around it. They're probably looking at it like, all right, cool. Our next game's against Brighton. We can rest him for that, let the swelling go down or whatever the injury is to hopefully try and save him for Chelsea. Saying, cool. I feel one of two things going to happen. He's going to be fit for Chelsea. He's going to be fit for Chelsea. And if he's not, then I think we're messed up because as much as people might look at it and say, wow, they got Son there, it's kind of proven this season that Son hasn't really been able to perform without Kane. And that was evident against Brighton. So I don't know what we're going to do if he's unavailable for Chelsea. But yeah, as I was saying to Dills yesterday, I still see a draw in that game still.
I see Dills smiling when he said unavailable for Chelsea, bro. I don't want him to play against us either, but we are where we are. Okay. And then maybe the next question, and it's probably a question for everyone, so I want to hear everyone's point of view. Dele Alli. Why is he still there? Like, why didn't he go on loan or something? Like, what's going on? Because there's Euros this summer as well, right? It seems a bit.
Our chairman's Daniel Levy, man. You know the way Levy works. Unless I've got something coming in to replace you, I'm not just getting rid of a body. We got rid of. We had to let go of Jetson Fernandez. We cancelled his loan. I just feel like he just needs bodies, and as much as it would have made sense for all parties for Ali to leave, without us necessarily gaining from that, it doesn't really make sense to the club or to leave you. You get me? So I don't understand it because he's just been registered and man, you don't play. So
well, you got Europa coming up, innit? So you know he features there.
That's what I'm saying. But if you preed us the season in Europa League, he hasn't. You know. He hasn't.
But yeah,
in the 9 games, I can probably put my hand on and say he's played in about 3 of them, and in 2 of them he got dragged off at half time because I think we was losing in those games, and he's brought on the likes of Højbjerg and Lucas to try and turn the game around. And Dele Alli's been one of the people that he's dragged.
That's what you saying, Miggs? Miggs, you got any insight? You got any secret, any propaganda, or you know anything?
I don't know what happened. Like, he just disappeared. I didn't see much of him. Like, and I was just sitting, I was like, wait a minute, where's Ali? Like, kind of just because Mourinho was hyping him up, but you know that's Mourinho's special. He'll hype you up 1 week and you'll be gone by the end of the month. Like, so I don't know.
But the thing,
maybe there's some Spurs insight as to why he's like fallen out of favour of the manager.
Yeah, because I would have thought I know he plays a different position to Bale anyway, but let's be realistic. Bale's not really doing it.
He's done it.
He's done. Bale is done. I think we can all agree with that.
It would have made more sense to play Dele Alli over Bale. I would have thought so. He'd give you more, surely.
Yeah, do you know what it is? You see, with both of them, they're not Mourinho type players that are willing to work harder than what their ability shows. Because you can have all the ability in the world, but if your work rate doesn't match that, he doesn't care about the ability. If you're not willing to track back, and that's never been Dele Alli's game. It's never been Bell's game, and look, he doesn't even feature. As much as he's got reputation and name behind him, that means nothing to Mourinho, because when you're playing, you're not giving us what we need. So, yeah, I kind of saw this with Dele Alli anyway, man. The guy dipped in form for the last year and a half. I used to put it down to, wow, you're getting mad complacent, because obviously he burst on the scene. The expectation isn't so high. And then he scores on his England debut against France. And then 2-2s, you're hearing talk about Real Madrid and all of that. And you're probably thinking, I've made it. Yeah. I've made it. I don't necessarily need to work as hard. So maybe he needs to just kind of revert back to, and this is why I feel like a move would have been good for him. Like, go and start again. It's hard for you to start again in the same place.
Yeah.
If your relationship is going so well for a whole year and a half, and then 2-2s, you and your girl are arguing all the time, it's hard for you to just be like, rah, I'm going to go back to the same old me.
Yeah, that would be mad though, but...
Yeah.
but all right. All right, I'm gonna do a quick straw poll. No reasons. I just want to hear. Win, lose or draw. Chelsea, Spurs. Migs, win, lose or draw. What's
draw?
Who's gonna win? Draw. Okay. Ash.
Draw.
Dills.
Chelsea win.
Has to say that he's got a. Do your jumper like this quickly. Do your jumper. Look. He has to say that.
I'm not gonna lie.
Chelsea win.
I'm being reserved right now because I can see a draw myself, because I don't unless someone scores from a set piece or by a mistake, then it's gonna be a draw, bruv.
Exactly
got no
what
interest
I said
to open this up, fam.
Exactly what I said yesterday. And Chelsea aren't scoring on all fronts.
Yeah,
so...
but our defenders are scoring fast, bruv. I'm not gonna even... So yeah, okay. All right.
I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like with no Kane, this is why I was smiling, because with no Kane, Mourinho is not looking to attack at all, and I just feel like the way that we're playing at the moment, the system that we're playing at the moment, that's going to suit us right now, because we're playing possession-based football, and the teams that we face, the Wolves, they're quite heavily defensive. Burnley, they're quite heavily defensive. Spurs, they're going to play heavily defensive. We're gonna get chances. We're gonna get chances, bro, and we always play good against Spurs.
Let me ask you one question.
Sorry, let me land. Since Mourinho's been manager, how has his success rate been against Chelsea with Spurs?
Yeah,
he doesn't really get the good result there. Like,
bro, he being in the League Cup this season, man.
What, League Cup? What, on penalties? What, you kick on penalties?
We had to come from a goal down, didn't
it? I got a question for you, though. So you said all of that, but here's the question, and this is the reason why I'm a bit apprehensive. Who's going to start for Chelsea?
Remember,
I know what the goalkeeper in the back three will be, but it's the midfield and up. It's
he's gonna play, bro.
Okay, he's still trying to figure it out, man.
Yeah, obviously he said he's going to give it's a fresh start. He's going to give everyone a chance in it. So we're going to kind of see
the game to be giving people chances.
Teams, yeah, but I don't know. What do you want me to name a starting 11? Do you want me to name a starting 11 right now?
If you name a starting 11, hey, listen.
Do you want me to name
Thursday, we need to have only 2 players difference, bro. Otherwise, hey, because that game might have L written all over it, bro.
To be honest, the last 2 games we've kind of seen like who he's gonna kind of favor in it. So we know who the 8 players will kind of be. It's just this free play, the attack. The attack. We don't know who's gonna start.
So you think Jorginho will start?
Yeah,
Jorginho will start.
Yeah. No.
I should be swearing on channel.
Kante's back. No, Kante's back. I think Kante will start. It'll be Kante and Kovacic.
If I see Jorginho start, because to be honest, the first game where Jorginho got ripped was against Tottenham. Was it Kane? No, it was Son. Ooh, I remember them seasons ago when we lost 3-1 and Son.
That was with Sarri, innit?
Guy down the wing, bro. Yeah, I remember, bro. That's when everyone said, "Yeah, this guy's dead." That was it for him, bro, at Chelsea. At first, everyone was gassing him up with his little five.
Yeah, but he's protected though. We got 2 centre midfielders now. He's protected. That was the issue.
Don't jinx us, bro.
You always sit on the fence. You see this guy. He always sits on the fence in Chelsea.
No, it's not even about sitting on the fence.
We're gonna beat them.
We're not that team, bro.
I just feel like right now, the way that Spurs are playing, it suits us, innit? It just suits us to a T, innit? They're gonna sit back. and try and hit us on the break. They've got no one in attack.
Kante likes to slip from when someone counters us. Bro. Kante loves to slip from.
We got 3 centre backs, bro.
Fam.
Against Son. We got 3 centre backs.
We'll see. Fam, one of them's Rudiger, bro. You know that guy doesn't know what he's doing, bro.
Bro, he's been solid the last 2 matches. He's been solid.
No, not been solid. Please. Anyway, you know what? Let's move on. Let's move on for this topic. Let's move on. All right, so I've got another topic I wanted to pull up. So I don't know if it's today or yesterday. It was Gerard Piqué's birthday, right? And then everyone's faced like, Gerard Piqué, yeah, but Piqué's played in the Prem. Piqué's won the Champions League, the World Cup, the Euros. Piqué's won it all, bro. So I got a question for everyone. But then I want to get into it in a bit more depth and just understand everyone's point of view. First question, and I know what everyone's going to say to it, but I'm going to ask it. I want to go, what's the order? I want to go Ash, Miggs, Dills. Piqué or Ramos? I just want a name first, and then later we can discuss why.
I'm going to say Ramos.
All right, Miggs?
Ramos.
Dills?
Ramos.
Okay, so here's the question. Why
this guy hates Ramos, you know?
No. I'll be honest. I'll be straight up. You know me, I'm honest. I don't like Ramos. And the reason I don't like Ramos is I'm a Liverpool fan. And Miggs has even said Ramos after what he did to them. So, boy, I can't even comment on that too much. But here's my thing with Ramos. In fact, you know, let me ask another question. In fact, I should have asked this before I asked that. What was the driving factor between all Real Madrid's Champions League wins? Was it the Bale Ronaldo combination, or did Ramos have a significant part to play in it as well?
A mixture, because if you remember, there was one of the Champions League finals, Atletico Madrid, where he scored a header in the last minute.
He scored the goal, to get them back in the game. I remember. Because if he didn't score that, that was the first one they won as well. But
obviously, the main factor was the Ronaldo effect, isn't it?
TR7.
Okay.
Just CR7.
Right. So
just CR7.
So obviously they both won stuff. They play for the same country anyway, realistically. I think, and they play for the same country. And one of them had like 24 red cards. Now, I tell you what, if Ronaldo had 24 red cards, would you not still rate Ronaldo the way you rate Ronaldo? You couldn't. In my opinion, I don't think you could.
He's a striker.
Difficult one.
Yeah.
He's a striker.
Okay,
yeah.
That's fine. Okay, wait. So what are you saying? Wait. So explain that to me.
And you have to remember, a lot of his red cards are coming against Barcelona. You know what those games used to be like. It might be for an eye
wasn't getting sent off.
No,
red card's a red card. I'm sorry. To me, a red card's a red card.
He don't score goals though, man.
No, defensively, Ramos
don't score goals.
Yeah.
True.
Well, okay, so let's flip through each bit by bit. So you said it's different for a striker. What's so different about it? Explain it to me. You're saying it's different.
They're not expected to make last-minute tackles. They're not expected to make many tackles, to be honest.
If you get that many red cards as a striker, you're probably acting like what's his name, Morelos at Rangers. Probably acting like an idiot.
But why is Ramos getting his red cards?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of times Ramos like covers like. To be fair, I think Varane's very overrated. I don't think Varane's as good as people say. I think people look at his CV and like they see the free Champions League, they see the World Cup, and they're like, just take Ramos out of the team. Varane doesn't do nothing. Like,
but Ramos has been getting these red cards before Varane was even probably a baby.
No, I know, but he brings so much more to the team. I don't think he's a great defender. I just think he's a great player. Like his mentality in the team makes up for his defensive abilities. So if I had to pick between him and Piqué, taking Ramos, and you know Ramos will be the villain if need be, if your team needs it. I mean, I saw it firsthand in the final.
What's the problem with Piqué? Because he's won all the same things. I think they've got the same Champions League.
I think Piqué is underrated. I mean, obviously, he's much more silent. He speaks more in the Spanish media, so we don't really hear about it. But obviously, he's considered the more silent one. Ramos is much more vocal. Everyone knows Ramos. He has the whole persona around him. So Piqué kind of he's in the background. He played in a good team. He done what he needs to do at the back. Yeah, so nobody really hypes him up.
Ramos isn't playing in the poor team.
Do you know what's mad? Yeah, I kind of see the last few years that Ramos has kind of found his peak. I'd say the last 5 years, where Piqué I think peaked 2010 to sort of 2014. He's been poor recently. He's on a decline. So I like Ramos because I feel like his all-round game his all-round game is more than just a centre half. Piqué will get the ball and pass it into Busquets, and that's his job. You don't see Piqué's spraying
it. Why pass it past him?
But you got Cruz. You got Cruz. But Ramos can take that because he's got the ability to do so. He might be a bit more rash, but I don't know. You see, Messi, Ronaldo, isn't it? It's just one of those preferences. I would much rather have Ramos over Piqué. Ramos is a baller,
man. Yeah, for me personally, like I just feel like, can you not see me?
Yeah. What do you mean?
No, sorry, my Wi-Fi's bugging out. But yeah, for me, Ramos, yeah, he scores goals. Like, yes, he has red cards. Yes, he has red cards, but he scores a lot of goals. He's detrimental in that Real Madrid team, as in he's one of the key players in that team. Yeah, Piqué's not, for me, Piqué had Puyol. Piqué was next to Puyol for me.
Bro,
Puyol was the better centre back.
50,
like he was nursed, didn't it? Like Ramos was that head honcho in the defense. Like Ramos was the capo, innit? Like he's the head honcho in that defense, innit? Like for me, it has to be Ramos over Piqué. Has to be.
Yeah, I don't think Ramos is necessarily a better defender than Piqué, but
it's another red.
That hasn't even happened to me yet.
Oh my God, Leno just handballed outside the box. Oh my Lord.
Oh, was that happening? I thought you just karate kicked out.
Oh my God, you didn't see what he's done? It's shocking.
What's that?
Why did he do that? He didn't need to. Wait a second.
No one not near him.
No one's near him.
No, what's going on?
Whoa, he judged it poorly. That's terrible.
It would have been better if he just let it run past him. And
oh my days, he slapped it away.
Oh my Lord.
Why did he do that?
What is he doing?
I assume he jumped and thought he missed the ball and it was going to go past him.
Don't move your hand. Why are you going to get sent off?
Just let them score the goal, or get the free kick.
No, that's definitely a red card. It's definitely a red card.
Yeah, it's definitely. But it's so unnecessary because Traore is nowhere near it, firstly.
Nah, that guy's quick, bro. He would have made up the ground, bro.
Nah, man. That was keepers all day long.
But even then, you could just...
He's outside the box.
He could at least try to foul him if he got past him. The yellow cards and a penalty would have been better than this.
Oh God, no, this is funny, bro. Nah, that's worse than Luiz one by a country mile, bro. He's lost his mind.
No,
he could have just taken a touch on his thigh, just kicked it.
Hey, this is good news, though.
It makes no sense. Hold on. Oh my Lord, no.
Arteta looks stressed.
I'm done today, bro. I don't think I can watch no more football, bro, because I'm just confused. You know what? Do you know what it is? Let's try and get back to this Piqué Ramos thing.
Oh my days.
He's flat.
I see that again. That slow-mo was ridiculous.
And they're bringing on Randerson. You know this guy is a shocking goalkeeper. Oh, Partey, no more Partey, bro. Partey's over. Party done. They're bringing on Randerson. Oh, you remember that guy what he did against who was it? Man City.
Yeah, Mahrez free kick.
Yeah.
So this keeper's got no confidence, bro. He's going to concede a good 2 or 3, bro. He makes Kepa look like Oliver Kahn. All right, so. All right, do you know what? To be honest,
Arsenal's fixtures.
I kind of agree.
No
we need to play them now, bro. We need to play them now, fam. Let me check
Aston Villa,
Leeds, why do you pull that up?
And City are the next 3 games.
Yeah, they're always going to get peppered in them games anyway, still. So, all right. So, what was I going to say? All right, I kind of agree with you on the Ramos thing to some degree. Like, I do think that Piqué is because he's not. Maybe you don't hear about him as much. He's not as vocal, but 24 red cards. Or is it 25? How's that okay?
Probably be 25 by the end of the week. But...
How is that okay, though? I have to understand from you, because this is one thing that's always mattered to me. That people will say, oh, like for the Liverpool one, in fact, he didn't get sent off in that Liverpool game. How'd you get 24, 25 red cards, bro? I'd be pissed playing with him, bro.
If a striker's making a run, one-on-one, like he's about to go one-on-one with the keeper, he might equalise. I'm happy that you've taken that red. Well done.
So he's done that 26 times in his career. 26 times.
All day
26
long.
times. 26 times.
If that means that we have to see out the rest of the next 10 minutes, sit deep, reserve that lead, I'm happy with that. Because they could have gone and equalised or gone and gone
No,
and
but you have to remember. You have to
like.
remember. You have to remember as well. No, you have to remember as well. Yeah, he's a full-blooded centre half where he's one of those players that he's had a yellow card early. I'm still trying to make that tackle where it's not available to you.
It's still a die. It's still a die.
That's stupid. That's not smart defending. I know Mings just smiled because he just thought about it. Listen, if you're a good defender, if you know you're on the red, yeah, that's dumb to make that challenge, bro.
Yeah, even
if one of your players did that anywhere on the pitch, you'd say, if any of your players did that, they were the yellow and they made a dump, you'd be like, oh, you knew he was on the yellow. You don't make that challenge, bro. So why is it okay?
Yeah, even who's watching?
But he's made that challenge, but he's done that before and made it. He's not thinking in his head. He's not thinking in his head. He's not thinking in his head. I'm going to take the man out and get a yellow card. He's thinking, I'm going to win that ball. Boom, gone for the challenge.
He can think what he likes, bro. He can think what he likes. But if you don't get the ball, that's all that matters, bro.
And you know, in Spain as well, it's mad corrupt. You can have a yellow card, and I'm trying to take a second yellow because I'm going to miss that game so I can play in that game. You know, it's mad corrupt over there like
that. You say that. Listen, I'm all for all the reasons you lot are giving, but that would be all right if he's had 6 red cards. I'm sorry. If you name me your top 5 centre backs probably of all time, you could add them all up. They still haven't got 26 red cards from. So why is it okay for him?
Because he comes with how many league titles, how many Champions League, how many World Cups, how many Euros. Like that's what he comes with.
Maldini had. Do you want to check how many red cards Maldini had? He won 5 Champions Leagues, bro. Do you want to check how many red cards Maldini had? Do you want to check how many red cards Leicester had?
He probably had a couple. Italian football wasn't exactly the keenest.
Maldini could have. Okay, so it's saying here, Maldini only had 3 red cards in his career.
3 red cards.
This Don has 26, bro. 26, bro. I don't understand how you.
That's levels, though, bro. That's different levels, though, fam. That's different levels, though.
What's different about them? What's different about them?
We're not comparing Maldini and Ramos. We're comparing Ramos and PK.
Who do you want? Who? Listen, you could compare with any centre back of all time. I'm telling you, even Jamie Carragher's had a lot of red cards, bro. And I'm not saying Jamie Carragher is Sergio Ramos, but I reckon he's probably had about 8 maximum, fam. That's not 26, bro. I'm trying to understand how you lot are able to sit there with straight faces and say 26 red cards is okay, bro. That's
I'm watching a YouTube video of the red cards.
Okay, so what? So you don't think Ramos is a good defender then because he's had 25 red cards in his career?
Actually, no, I've seen a couple of red cards.
26 red cards. Go on.
Yeah, no, I've seen a couple of red cards. These are absolutely not red. There's one where he's got his arm here, the ball hits him there, and he got sent off for it. You remember this? Spanish football's.
He's got 26, bro. Listen, I'll take. And you say he's got 26, but how many did Puyol get? Why is it okay for him to get 26, bro? You're talking about other people that play in Spain.
Puyol didn't get red cards
and you're going to say Puyol's not a full-blooded defender.
He couldn't catch up with him, to be fair. They're probably already gone by the time Puyol saw them. Like, so either Puyol got the tackle on you or he's already run.
I'm seeing. Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to have to.
And Neto is such a baller, man. Flipping hell.
I'm still trying to understand that. So you don't think Ramos is world class?
I can't put him in the world. I can't have that many red cards, bro. Listen,
swear down.
I can't take that many reds. I can't do it, bro.
Nah,
even Vidic used to get sent off a lot. He hasn't got that many reds. 26.
Ramos is world class, bro. Ramos is world class.
26 red cards.
100%.
I can't do it, bro. I'm sorry. Is PK world class? So you're gonna say he's not though? You see, this is the problem.
So is Ramos in your top 5 centre backs in the world right now?
I don't even know the top 5 centre backs. Fam, I couldn't even tell you top 3. I couldn't tell you, bro.
I don't even know who's there. Probably Ruben. It's like Ruben Diaz. I mean,
suddenly he's in top 3, bro.
We've got John Stones in the top 5 right now.
Is he top 3?
Who, Ramos?
No, I said. Mixer said Ruben Diaz. I said, and you said, is he in my top 5? Bro, tell me your top 3, bro.
I know we're going to
top 3 centre backs.
Yeah,
top 3 centre backs right now.
Go on, you asked me for top 5. Have you got top 3, bro?
Obviously, you got to put Van Dijk in there.
That was easy, bro. Go on, that was easy, bro.
What are you talking about?
Centre backs. Oh, this is tight still. Do you know why?
I thought you said it's tight. I thought you said Ramos is in there.
Real Madrid are getting battered this season. That's why.
Oh, we're based on the season, but that's why I didn't put Van Dijk in. That's what
No. It's not based on the season. We're based on right now, bro. So it's not just right now, but it's, you know what I mean. Like they have to have been. You can't just say, you know, Ruben Diaz has had a good 20 games. Not even a good 20 games because they were getting popped at the start of the season, Man City. Anyway, I don't know if he was playing in them games, but they were getting.
No, they signed him in the middle of the season.
It's hard to. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to pick a top 3 right now because teams are conceding, bro.
I mean, to be fair,
but you still managed to put Van Dijk in there, and he hasn't played in about 20 games.
That's why, because we ain't seen it for the last 20. The last time we saw him, it was the same matches, bro.
And you asked me for a top 5, bro. I'm just asking you for a top 3.
It's hard to tell it because,
that's what I'm saying. So how can I put Ramos in the world class category? I can't.
All right, then cool. If we're talking like Premier League area, let's just say last 30 years or whatever you want to say, yeah. Ramos
man said 30.
He would be in the top 5. He'd be in my top 5.
Would he? Top five Premier League defenders in the past.
No, top 5 centre backs.
Past 30 years. Really,
yeah.
Ramos.
Yeah, put Ramos
I'll have to have a think about all these defenders, bro.
I have to have a think about the top 5, but I'm pretty sure Ramos.
No, wait. So you already got Terry and Vidic, guaranteed, bro. They definitely got spots. So that's 2 sucked immediately.
I'm taking Ramos over Vidic. I'm taking Ramos over Vidic.
Then you got Rio. That's another one sucked. Okay, hold on. You got Rio. That's another one sucked, right? Then you're probably gonna have to throw Van Dijk in there, right? You probably have to. I know what you're thinking. It's kind of a short period, but he was insurmountable, bro. Do you know what? You probably have to throw company in there as well, bro. You have to throw company in there.
No, man.
You don't throw company.
That goes in there, man.
I don't want to throw shots, man.
I don't know if Van Dijk goes in there, man. I just don't want to say.
I know company. Hold on, I know company.
I mean,
well, I'm taking Ramos over company as well, man.
I'm taking him over Terry and Vidic easily. I'm not even thinking twice about it.
You're taking Ramos over
no chance. I'm taking him over Vidic.
I'm taking him over Terry. That's a lie, bro. That's never happened. Terry's got no pace, bro. Terry's got no pace, bro. Terry's got no pace, bro. And he kept him solid, bro. Nah, fam.
Because you guys used to play that low block.
Super reader. Terry is the super reader of the game, fam.
Yeah, fam. Like,
there's a couple of nostalgia.
Defend against Messi. Remember how many games did Barcelona score against Chelsea before? It was like 10 games Messi scored no goals. Fam,
yeah,
I don't know if
trying to take away Messi's soul, bro.
I don't know if that was Terry or
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Was trying to do to stop Messi. And he couldn't stop
I don't know if that's Terry or Chelsea.
If you had the low block, bro, who was getting past Chelsea?
Hey, everyone was throwing out the low block, bro, versus Hey, Liverpool. It's a bit rich. You might talk about low block, bro. You want Champions League like that, bro.
No, but so did we, to be fair.
Yeah, but Rafa Benitez.
That Bayern game.
Di Matteo is the low block master, man.
Listen, the low block works.
When Liverpool played Juve in that Champions League, that ran up, you know that game, that one at in Turin, you know there was no shots on target, I think, in the whole 90 minutes from either team. That was the worst game of football I've ever seen, bro. Hands down, bro. I'll tell you that in the history of football, it was the worst game. Fam, you could go to watch Leighton Orient versus bloody, I don't even know, bro. Tranmere, bro. And trust me, the match will be popping, fam. Way better than that game, fam. Let me not even disrespect them things like that, fam. Listen, that game was the driest game I've ever seen in my life, bro. One of the driest games. But you know what? That's fine. If you might want to somehow put Ramos in the top 5 and you want to say he's world class, we're going to have to disagree on that because I just think 26 Reds is too much for me. As a manager, I'd lose my heart, bro. I wouldn't be able to sit there, fam. Because I'd be sitting there thinking, we've got to play with 10 men. Fam, you have to play with 10 men, bro. You have to play with 10 men.
I mean, you can
and you end up winning the game 2-1.
Man said end up winning. What, you're winning the game because of Ronaldo, not because of him. You're winning the game because of Spain's got bad players, bro. It's not because of him. It's not because of him.
I don't know, man. I feel like you have to say Ramos is world class. You have to.
Fam, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it, fam. But that's just me. I can't do it. I just can't do it, bro. As I said,
so
you say all this stuff about.
So who would you say is a world class centre back? Like, who would you name as some world class centre backs?
Oh, we already spoke about my top 5 and my numbers, bro. We already thrown some names in there, fam.
No, but I'm saying world class. Just because they're top 5 don't mean they're world class. Just might be top 5.
How can it not be, bro? You can't be the best defenders in the Premier, not be world class. It's impossible, bro.
Depends on the quality of the football.
Levels is down right now, bro. Levels of football down. There's not a lot of world class right now. There's not a lot of world class. I never named. Wait. You asked me for a top 5, and I asked you for a top 3. I never named anyone right now top 5. To be fair. Yeah, but
I never.
I'm saying
right now.
But I'm saying any like centre backs you want to say is world class right in today's game right now, if there are any, like what you're going to put them above Ramos? You got Ramos in your team. He's sitting out. You got Ramos in your team. He's sitting out.
Why am I putting Ramos anywhere? If I've got 2 world class centre backs, why am I putting Ramos anywhere? What's Ramos doing? Ramos just been getting popped for the past how long anyway? Realistically, you man even said it yourself. It was Ronaldo.
When he in team of the decade? FIFA team of the decade.
When he left, he was Ramos
who's in the
carrying,
FIFA team of the decade? Let's check that, bro. Who's in the FIFA team of the decade? realistically, there's probably a name in there where we're like, team of the decade. We can check it. Let's see.
Flipping Bruno Fernandes is probably in there, blood. Flipping hell, bro. That thing's corrupt.
Man, just come on the scene.
FIFA's so corrupt, blood.
World team of the decade. Hold on. Oh, goal.com. All right, world team of the decade. Let's see who's in this team, bro. So, all right. So you got, I know it's a weird one, isn't it? But it's fine. Realistically, if he was world class then, he's still world class now. I mean, world class then. So you got Manuel Neuer in goal. You got Alves at right back, and you got Varane and Ramos. Oh Lord, with Marcelo at left back, Cruz. Bro, it's basically the Real Madrid team, bro. Busquets, David Silva, Messi, Lewandowski, and Ronaldo. I'm not gonna lie, fam.
That team. Silver in there, bro.
Ramos is there. Yes.
They left out Modric.
I'm not gonna think about that team. You know, the side doesn't sit right with me about that team, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Side doesn't sit right with me about that team, bro. Hold on, let me check something. So this was October 2019.
Hey, man's got to check another side just to be sure.
Nah, doesn't sit right. So that's October 2019, right? So how can that be possible, fam? That doesn't make sense.
Who makes the team? Do you wait for goal? Let's see.
Bro, you know they always rig these teams, bro. The votes are always silly, fam. And then you got this guy who doesn't want to vote.
I'm not gonna lie. He's trying to find out.
Is okay, and I've got another one here. No, there's another one here. So this other one is Neuer, Marcelo, Van Dijk, Ramos.
That's nonsense already. Van Dijk cannot be in the decade.
Wait. You say it's nonsense. But I'm about to name a player. I'm about to name a player who's right back. Cool. Philip Lahm.
I mean, that's long.
No, but I'm saying Van Dijk. But you said Ramos again, no?
Yeah,
I'm waiting for the team to finish.
I'm reading the team. I'm not done. Luka Modric. Toni Kroos. Let me tell you why the other team was nonsense. Do you know who was missing? Andreas Iniesta. How the hell is David Silva in there? Andreas Iniesta not? I don't care what Silva's done.
So with the validated one, the second one that you're happy with, Ramos is
I'm not happy with this team. I'm not happy with this team. I'm just reading out who's in the team.
He's gonna wait till he finds out about Ramos in there.
I'm telling you, they're both silly. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. For Van Dijk to have made team in the decade is a bit weird. But you know what? It's a bit weird. You know what? Who am I to argue, bro? With that part, but I think it's a bit weird. Anyway, you know what? I've had my say. I'm never going to convince you, man. So let's just move on. What's my next topic? So my next topic. Pull up my list. So my next topic. Start sub sell. All right. I've got 3 players. Start sub sell.
Cool.
Gonna go Deals, Migs, Ash. Right. Start sub sell. 3 players. Go. Villa, Etu, Zlatan.
Wait, say that again?
VR, Eto, or Zlatan.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I thought you said Vieira. David Villa, Eto. David Villa, Eto, and Zlatan. Okay.
Zlatan. Go, Dills.
I would start Villa, sub Zlatan, and I would go Eto.
Okay then, Migs.
Yeah, I'll probably start with 2 sub Eto, sell Zlatan.
Okay then, and Ash.
Ooh. Right, let me throw a span in the works. I'm starting Eto, subbing Zlatan, selling VR.
Raw. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even sure I agree with any of you, but I'm closest to Migs. I'll be honest, from my point of view, there's no way Zlatan's staying at this club, bro. I think I can't rely on him on big game occasions. That's my opinion. I don't like Zlatan at all, to be honest. I'll say that out now, and I'll be upfront about that. But I'm probably gonna go. I'm probably gonna go Eto'o Villa Zlatan, and I know David Villa is sick, but I kind of feel, when you're again, it's a bit like with Ramos, man. He was playing for Spain. It kind of helps you, man. And he played for Barca. He was sick
in his
Valencia.
prime or Eto'o in his prime. I know he's in my team.
Who's your team in their prime?
No, I'm saying Villa in his prime or Eto'o in his prime. I know
Yeah, so who?
Villa, definitely Villa.
Really?
Ooh.
Really? I don't know about that, bro.
Eto'o,
bro.
That guy was ridiculous, cuz.
Villa was peak. Now Eto'o was bad. He was even bad at Chelsea. But for me, Villa is also my type of striker. Like the way he plays, that's modern. I like those sort of strikers in it for me. So that's what works in his favor for me. But it has to be Villa, man. He was a goal machine at Barca. Goal machine.
And the reason why I'm saying Zlatan is wherever this guy's gone, the guy scores goals at any age. The guy has always scored goals.
Yeah, but
you need an icon in your team.
You say that.
You need an icon in your team.
Eto'o and Villa aren't exactly little midgets, bro. You say that about, okay, look, here's my thing. Zlatan talks in third person like he's about himself, like he's on Ronaldo or Messi's level, first of all. And second of all, can you rely on Zlatan in a big game? You know he hasn't won the Champions League.
Yeah, but can you put that down to the player? Can you put it down to the player though? Or can't you put it down? It's the team, bro. It's a team effort.
Okay,
bro.
okay. You say you put it down to a team effort, but Barcelona won the Champions League, both sides of him being there, didn't they?
I think all the teams did.
Yeah, but he wasn't even there.
I think Inter won it after he left. I think every team he left ended up winning.
And you man slagged off PK. You know that when Inter knocked out what's it called? When Inter knocked out Barca, PK was the one who scored the goal over the two legs. That's how they score over the two legs. Even his goal record versus English clubs must be shocking, bruv. Because I think he's only scored against Chelsea in the Champions League.
Who's that?
Maybe Arsenal actually, and Arsenal, yeah, Chelsea and Arsenal.
For me, it's about when you're in a big club, you need like big players in it. You need star players in it. In the dressing room as well. You need characters. And for me,
I don't disagree.
Zlatan's the characters. So that's
why
he has to
define the character. What do you define as a character? Because, bro, I remember when things kicked off at Barca, Eto'o was not having it, bro. I remember him talking about Rijkaard. I remember doing one interview, bro. Eto'o was not having it. He was not having it at all, bro. And again, as I say, how you say he hasn't won the Champions League because it's the team, but then you'll say, but he's won trophies in all these different clubs that he's been at. To me, they don't balance up, bro. I'm just saying. I don't even think he's been to a Champions League final.
But then, I don't know, bro. You have to put it down to the team, man. Can't just put it down to
Buffon has never won the Champions League. Are you going to say Buffon is not world class? He's never won the Champions League.
He's been to the Champions League final, but he's been to the Champions League final.
He's never won it. He's been to how many finals?
And he's a goalkeeper. Listen,
he's a goalkeeper.
Wait, Buffon's never won the Champions League.
No, he's never won it.
They always got tucked in, bro. But he's been to the final though.
What's Juve? 2-7 in the finals, or something like that.
When's the last time Juve won the Champions League?
I don't know, bro.
That must have been Quay blood, because Buffon's been.
It must have been a long time ago, bro. They get rocked, bro. They played Real Madrid and they got rocked, bro. They got rocked when they played Real Madrid.
It, like, I've just literally just deeped it. Like,
but he's a goalkeeper.
Buffon's had a long career, you know, man.
No. But you're a goalkeeper. If your team's getting packed in, bro, there's not much you can do about that, bro. There's only so many saves you can make.
Juve's had some worldy squads over the years and they've not won Champions League.
Bro, you're talking like Zlatan didn't play for you, mate.
Was he there with Buffon?
Yeah, it must have been.
Most likely.
Yeah. It's mad. Football's mad still. But I don't feel like you can put it down to the player though, bro. Like,
he was at Barcelona, bro.
I mean, yeah, I won't just say because somebody hasn't won Champions League, they're not. I mean, R9 hasn't, but obviously he's got the World Cups. But...
Yeah, but he won World Cup, and the difference was he got glass leagues, bro.
But to be fair, like he did have this.
And he stayed up. Listen, the real here's my issue, and this is why I asked this question for a reason, because I've got this. I'm not gonna lie, I've got an agenda here, bro. On Zlatan. Now, listen, Zlatan has been at top clubs, right? People will say he's won so many leagues at all these top clubs. So why hasn't it transpired to the Champions League? You can't say he's driving them and he's such a big force in his individual leagues, but then when it comes to the big game, Champions League, big boy, bro. Even Harry Kane's been Champions League final, fam. No shot to Harry Kane. I'm saying Harry Kane's been Champions League final. Why?
So
You're a big boy that time.
why ain't Man City been to the final yet then?
Right. Ask City, bro.
Pep keeps overthinking. I'm not gonna lie. They
City,
can't under the pressure
City,
of it.
bro. But City has a 25-year career though. At so many top clubs. City's one club, bro. Top at all these top clubs, bro. All these top clubs this guy's been at, fam. You say, oh, blah blah blah. But Barca's won it under Pep twice. Pep brought him in. He didn't win it. Then they kicked him out.
Man City's about to go into. Man City's about to win their 5th Premier League. They haven't won a Champions League yet.
Yeah, but they're
winning league titles. They're still one of the best teams in Europe.
They're one club.
They're stat padding trophies.
Yeah, but they're one club. They're not going. He's not moving around. Listen, when you're moving around Europe, I would have thought that would give you an advantage. How are you going to all these clubs and each one you leave, then they get to the final or they win it? Man left PSG. They got to the final then. PSG hadn't been to the finals. Or had they? Unless they played.
No, I haven't. No, their first final was the other day. Their first final was the other day, wasn't it? With Tuchel.
I'm just asking the question. I just want you lot to explain to me why you would have put this guy on the pedestal so high when it's not even just Champions League finals. It's these are the big occasions, bro. Champions League, surely that's big occasions.
Then he turn up in the.
Zlatan gets you goals though.
Yeah,
Zlatan gets you goals. Well, regardless of what you want to say, Zlatan's going to get you 20 goals.
I'm not just, so does Lukaku, bro. So does Lukaku.
Not for United. Not for United. I swear Zlatan did though. Not for United. I swear Zlatan did though.
Lukaku scored goals at Man United.
But he didn't get 20 goals.
Did you know?
Did he? He got a 20-goal season for Man United.
He might have, Man, Lukaku has got
a fantastic goal record. He did for Everton, not for United.
Lukaku has a fantastic goal record, bro.
For Everton.
Don't understate Lukaku, fam.
For Everton. I don't know about United.
No, you're probably right. You're probably right about United. You're probably right. But I think he was making a lot of sub appearances. Hold on, let me see. So
that's a lot of wait. Lukaku was the main man at one stage.
not in his second season, bro. And don't forget, not in his second season, bro. I think he was only there for 2 seasons. In his second season, Oli wasn't having it, fam. He was bringing him on the wing and that. Oli wasn't having it. So his first season, he got 16 goals. And the second one, he got 12. But he played less games.
And then look at Zlatan's Premier League career. Okay.
Zlatan. I'll bring him up, bro. I'm just asking you how someone's played for 25 years and they haven't been to Champions League final. I'm just answering the question. You guys are just telling me he scored goals. I've never said Zlatan's not scored goals. I'm just trying to make it a point. I don't think he's world class. Can you rely on Zlatan, bro? But if you could, you would have made it to one of the finals. I would have thought so.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his record. So for Man United, he didn't even score 20 goals. He scored 17. All right, he didn't play the full season, but he scored 17.
What, you say he didn't play a full season?
Yeah, he didn't play the full season, but he only scored 17.
How many goals? How many games?
28 games.
That's a good record.
It's a good record. I don't disagree. That it's a good record.
And that how old?
Probably the pen taker as well.
What age was he at United?
Yeah, but he's probably the pen taker as well.
What, 5 years?
We know they all get
goals is goals, man. You can miss penalties.
But
you can miss
about
it's like 33, 34 around that time.
But how many goals? But penalties. Ronaldo and Messi. How many penalties have they scored? It counts. Like it counts on the tally, innit? You know the ones there. They're not going to disregard penalties.
If he scores 60 goals, if he scores 60 goals, bro. If he scores 60 goals, bro, and he scored 20 penalties, he's still scoring 40 goals, bro.
No, you scored 60 goals.
Let's not try and put Zlatan in there. Let's not bring up
Messi scored 90.
No, of course not.
91 goals in a calendar year. Like.
But you can't say, he was probably taking penalties as like to say that's a disregard. Like,
and he say this, yeah, and he say this about Zlatan, yeah. I want to put up 1 extra point. So I'm looking at his La Liga record. Let's be realistic. Whenever anyone goes Barca, they score goals, bro. Looking at his Serie A, yeah, he scored goals, he's scoring goals. Fair enough, yeah, he's scoring goals. But again, I'm still wondering to myself. Let's be realistic. People will say he's won 4 leagues. But then they'll say the French league's a farmers league. Then they'll talk about the Italian league. Let's be realistic, fam. The Italian league, bro, it's not really the one, fam.
No, but when he was at Juve, that's when AC was doing their thing, Inter was doing their thing.
Bro, I'm looking at his Juve goal record, bro. 16 in 35 and 7 in 35. That's not a good record, bro. That's poor.
And then still not even gonna lie. When at his younger days, though. When at his younger days,
but you said, but you said when he didn't do anything, bro.
The 16 and 35 is not that bad. That's 1 in every 2. But the 7 and 35, that's 1 in every 4.
But where was he playing that season, though? That's what you got up.
What do you mean? What would he play him in goal? What do you mean? Where was he playing? Was he playing him in goal, bro?
Wait, the Juve days, ain't that when he came from Ajax?
No, yeah, that's after Ajax.
So weren't he kind of on the wing? Weren't he kind of didn't he kind of play in?
Bro, how did you get 16 and 35 one season to get 7 and 35 the next, bro? So what happened?
I'd like to look at where he was playing that season. That's what I'd want to know. That's what I'd want to know.
I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not convinced by Zlatan, fam. I'm just not convinced by him, bro. But you know what? Again.
Wait, so you don't think Zlatan's world class either?
Nah, I can't do Zlatan, bro.
You're making
I rate
some
Ramos higher than
wild
Zlatan. I rate Ramos higher than Zlatan, but nah, bro. I can't do it, bro.
What's that?
That's how he's been sitting in all these dead leagues, bro.
Check.
He's been sitting in all these dead leagues, bro. For how long? Why? If you're in your prime, why'd you go to France for 4 or 5 years, bro?
I should have seen it coming from Ramos. For me said Ramos isn't world class. I should have known that a statement like this is coming. Bro, Zlatan is definitely world class, bro.
He played 39 games as centre forward that season.
What that season? What for Juve?
Yeah,
and you only managed 7 goals.
Well, 47 games, 10 goals, 4 assists in all competitions.
He played against you lot in that Champions League fight, in that Champions League as well, on the way to winning in Istanbul. He didn't do nothing. And you know what? Right, let me ask you another question. Just final thing about Zlatan. So, if I was gonna say to you, Nate, your big strike name me a few big strikers.
What, like right now or over the
anytime, all time. Just name a few.
Like,
give me 2.
Drogba, flipping Lewandowski, Henry.
Go on. Sorry, makes who do you say?
So Van Basten.
Van Basten. Go on.
Van Nistelrooy.
Big striker. Van Nistelrooy. Okay, let me ask you a question about Zlatan. So if all them players you named, yeah, I could immediately name you the big moment when they did a thing, fam. When they did something, yeah, and you were like, you know what? This guy's the man, fam. Even R9, bruv. He went to Old Trafford. I'm sure he's still the only away player to score a hat-trick at Old Trafford, bruv. To this day, bruv. What's Zlatan's moment that you're sitting thinking about the big when he did the thing, fam?
That
40-yard
goal that he scored near the halfway line.
Remember what we did at the Bernabeu?
We talking Champions League.
He shrugged off Ramos. Was it Ramos to shrug? No, he shrugged off R9 and then he put Ramos on his bum, bro, before he put the ball in the net. Ben said Van Basten. We all know Van Basten done, bro. So go on. Maybe what's the Zlatan moment, bro? I just see man's are turning their cameras and thinking now, bro.
I'm going to ask you a question. Are we talking Champions League?
Right. I'm talking about football, bro.
Overhead kick from like 40 yards out against England and that.
All right, can I ask you one question?
High goal, bro. And you know what?
Hi, I'm trying. I'm trying.
He scored an overhead kick in the friendly. Get out close. So he scored an overhead kick in the friendly. No, he scored an overhead kick in the friendly. That's not a big game. Are you trying to tell me you rated the double team? A 40-yard goal in a friendly. You score a 40-yard goal in a friendly against Joe Hart, and you're saying me that's his big moment. You want to compare that to R9 going to Old Trafford? You want to compare that to who else did you not name? Henry at the Bernabeu. You want to compare that to I think you said Drogba, Champions League final header, 10 goals in 10 finals.
But I might as well
you want to compare that? You want to compare that to Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Man scored an overhead kick against Joe Hart in the thingy. Name me the moment, bro. That's been for 25 years. Name me the moment.
That's a joke, like, because I could throw an Origi in there, like, still say it's got a bigger moment than Zlatan.
Fuck.
That's what I'm thinking of piss.
Liverpool fans is one header.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So, all right, using that example, yeah, about Origi's got bigger moments. Are you going to then say Origi's a better player than Zlatan because he has got big moments?
But wait. That's not the difference. That's not the difference. Let me explain. This is the way I'm looking at it. So you get the strikers who you consider upper echelon, and then you say what was their defining moment that said they are here, bro.
Okay, I think one of his defining moments is when he joined United. United actually won the Europa League, the league. Bro, if he weren't there, they're not doing that. He was a talisman for United, you know.
Came second. He finished second. United finished second.
20 points off,
man. They came sixth that year. They came sixth that year. What are you talking about?
United finished second that season.
No, they came sixth.
All right, the season before then, I think he finished second whilst he was at United, like under Mourinho. He finished second.
That season, probably was no. He was only I'm looking at his thing now. He was only at United 2016 to 2018. So he was only there 2 seasons. And he only had 5 appearances the second season. So you can't, there's no, I'm sorry. That was not going to fly, bro.
That was the knee injury, innit?
Yeah, he was injured that season. And they finished second.
Good for him, bro. That's business. That don't change anything. You're going to say man made him come second. He's that big a talent, bro. The man wasn't even playing and he came second.
Are you look there?
What's the moment? Yeah. There's 3 of you. You all say he's world class. You can't tell one of you can't tell his moment.
I didn't say he was world class.
Just fluff it.
Because he scores goals every week, goals, man. He hasn't had big moments, cool.
Let me ask you this question, yeah. No shots. Let me ask you this question. What's Hazard?
That's cold.
Wait.
No, that is cold.
Yeah, you're breaking. Nothing's coming through.
Yeah. My voices are breaking. Hazard scored the winners to win Premier League. Hazard scored the winners to win Premier League for us. And the difference is Hazard's not a centre forward.
I'm centre forward. I'm sure he scored a goal in one of the leagues.
Centre forward.
To be fair, I never watched any of his titles, so I can't say he didn't score a winning goal in any of the leagues he played.
Bro, listen, I'm not taking this yet. He's got the winning goal to league. He's got the winning goal to win League On. To win League On, he scored the winning goal. Behave yourselves, bro. Even at Barca, you say he scored the winning goal to win at Barca. That makes it world class. I like it, fam. Because Messi does that week in, week out, bro. So we're not even going to do that one. Serie A.
There's been games when Eden Hazard's literally single-handedly won that game for us. Like literally, it's just been all Hazard all day long. That's what he's done for us. That's his big defining moments, isn't it? Like look at the Arsenal game. Look what he done to flipping Koscielny and flipping my man.
Coquelin.
Yeah. We never saw Coquelin again after that. Coquelin left the Premier League shortly after. You get me? Like that's Hazard's defining moments.
But forget that. That's not even important because in the grand scheme of things, that still don't save Ibrahimovic, to be honest. Because I'm asking for a moment where the number 9 has done something where you're like rotted, like in a big game, and you, man, in a guy who's got a 25-year career, can't tell me there's 3 of you in a 25-year career. You've named all these top strikers, and I can tell you directly all the strikers you lot named what their moments were, but you can't name it for Zlatan.
But my defense is the guy.
I sold him.
That's fine.
I sold him. I'm done at it.
The thing is like, bro, but we've said moments.
I got one more question.
We've said moments like 40-yard, scoring 40-yard goals, like scoring karate kicks and stuff like that. Like you can't disregard it because Joe Hart's in goal. It doesn't matter. It's still a 40-yard goal, bro.
It's a friendly, bro.
Yeah, but it's still a 40-yard goal. You can't disregard it, though.
Go to the park and score a 40-yard goal.
But you've got the ability to do it. He's got the ability to do it.
He's out here scoring 40-yard goals, bro.
So why can't he do it against a better team?
But you can't really you
can't. No, I'm sorry, nah. That's like saying someone only performs
that though, bro. Man's not trying to pop 40-yard goals every single match, bro. But if the moment's there, the moment's there. If you've got the quality, you take it, bro.
Listen. I'm sorry, I can't have that. You can't say you're good enough to score in a friendly against a poor keeper, right? Compared to, but in the big games, you can't do something which changes a big game. Surely that's the very definition of a world class and a big game player. That's the very definition, bro.
I hear that, but he scores goals though. But he scores goals though.
I'm not one disagreeing. So does Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy world class.
He scores goals everywhere he goes.
Jamie Vardy chose to play for Fleetwood and not leave Leicester. He's still banging goals, bro.
Hypothetical. If he had that, he may not.
Okay, all right. Let me ask you. Let me flip this then. You not saying he scores goals wherever he goes, right? End of the day, I'll say 2 players. I'll say a player and a man. Because this is the problem. People slag off Messi because say Messi stayed at Barcelona, but then they'll say, and even though they play different positions, they'll say it's okay though for Scholes and Giggs to stay at Man United their whole career and just win stuff there.
I don't understand this. No, I'm not one of those advocates
that
that condone people that slag him off for just staying at Barcelona. That like his numbers speak for itself. So whether he stayed at Barcelona or not, I'm not basing it purely on the fact that because Messi hasn't gone anywhere.
Remember what Messi did to Boateng?
We can name Messi's moments for years.
You can name Messi's moments. You didn't even have to sit. You can make a catalogue, bro. Why can't you tell me the one for Ibrahimovic? Tell me about overhead kicks against Joe Hart in a friendly.
I'm not gonna lie. The only goal I remember is that one where he went for like 3 players and then like
past
the keeper.
Ajax one, isn't it? Yeah, about 50 years ago, bro. 50 years ago, probably.
It's a defining moment.
Yeah.
You've got it.
Defining moment, though.
You've got it. There you go. You've got
When
it.
did Messi do that to Boateng, bro? 10 years ago or something,
You might know you're reaching. Man's are sitting here. You've got all the YouTube. You've got all the internet power. This isn't 20 years ago when man didn't have like dial-up. Man's are sitting there with all the internet power they need to find the moment and they can't find it. That's fine. If you don't want to sort of consider,
But you have to remember. You have to remember as well. Yeah. Like, I'm not a big advocate of going and watching League R or Serie A. They don't really come on TV over here anyway. So
yeah, but he was in La Liga as well, though.
Yeah, but you've mentioned this so many times. How long was he in the Liga for? He was at Barcelona for a period.
Fine. Shevchenko, I could name you his big moments. I could tell you some of the bangers Shevchenko scored, bro.
All right, who's better, Shevchenko or Ibrahimovic?
Shevchenko.
You're boying it. You're boying it.
150%.
That's a pro evolution soccer answer. You're boying it. You're boying it, man. Why is he better? He comes to Chelsea and all of a sudden you can't play football no more.
That's Chelsea, bro. Yeah, that's Chelsea. Torres did the same thing. Just because someone comes to Chelsea doesn't make them shit, bro.
No, but he only played this. He made his name at AC Milan to a point where, cool, he's got a lot of good players around him, but that's all we know. And none of us can really put our hand on the heart and say, we saw it at AC Milan.
What go to and the players around him were rubbish?
United.
Didn't he win 2 goals?
Oh, lie, bro. Man United, they even had problem with them, bro. You say shit, bro. Man United, is the team different now from the one how different is the team Man United got now from the team that Zlatan was playing in?
But the ability to perform week in, week out. AC Milan, those players, Maldini, Kaka, Inzaghi.
Maldini was like 90, bro.
Performing week in, week out.
Setting up Shevchenko, bro. Inzaghi's not setting up Shevchenko.
You know Italians,
and
man.
Talking about
Italians' lifespan's 40s and that. 38s, 39s.
Miles big 37 winning Champions League.
So wait. Let's get this. So why did Zlatan then only get 7 goals that season? And don't forget,
he was injured that season.
Okay, so he played 35 games. And why did he go from?
Oh,
don't forget, he left Juve when Juve got relegated. When Juve got relegated, he left Juve and he went to Inter. Bruv, the only reason Inter was scoring all them goals and all that stuff because them man all got done for match fixing, bruv.
Oh, you are anti-Zlatan all the way through. There's nothing we can say. You're going to justify anything we say with some sort of...
Tell me if I'm lying. Juve got relegated and they docked AC Milan of all the points. But AC Milan still haven't recovered from that. And then I went to Inter. And all we could win was the thingy. Don't know what to compete, bro. No wonder he was scoring all the goals. Don't know what to compete.
Why are you blaming him?
I'm not blaming him. I'm just stating the facts, fam. I'm just stating the facts.
You still got to score though, fam. You still got to score the goals though, bro.
You still got to do your job, innit?
Okay, all right.
You still got to be good enough to score the goals, fam.
Let's do the mathematics for the last time. So he left Inter. They won the Champions League. Right? The season after he left. I think he left Barca. The season after he left, they won the Champions League.
What, did Inter have Mourinho the season that he left, that he was there?
He was with Mourinho for one season. Mourinho told him to stay. He said he wants to go to Barca. He went to Barca. They got knocked out by Inter when Inter on the road to win it. They knocked us out as well, Inter. They knocked us out as well. I know your face is all confused, but I'm telling you the facts, bro.
No, because I'm just trying to work out.
I remember that joke.
I'm just looking for flipping. No, mate.
There used to be a meme back in the day that every time he left the team, they end up winning Champions Leagues.
I'm trying to go to Zlatan.
So I remember that.
Also in stats now.
Bro, no one is. I've never denied he doesn't score goals. He bangs goals, bro. Fact. He bangs goals, bro. That's a fact.
Not against that.
But I can't sit there and someone says he's good enough to score the goals to make them win their league, but he's not good enough to come up with a moment to make them win the Champions League. Say what you want about all the man you lot named before, the Henrys and the whatnots, bruv. They all had magical moments, bruv. They've all done the things, fam.
Yeah. Even Bergkamp's got more of an iconic moment in Champions League than him. It was against Juve. He did that turn and he did the flick.
Yeah.
And this guy never even went to the games.
I'm just saying, I don't necessarily can define him not being world class purely because he hasn't got a defining moment or something individualized.
You have a defining moment though. No, but you have to. No, but seriously, how can you not? You're a striker as well. It's not like man's a centre back. I'm not saying, Maldini's not world class because Maldini hasn't been an amazing tackle. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you're a striker, bro. How can you not have a defining moment? That's your job, bro.
But his job is to score goals and he's done that.
Fam, Lukaku's job to score goals as well, bro. I keep telling you, fam. You want to see the whole of football, you'll find bare guys that score bare goals, bro.
Somebody's saying that. Someone says Lukaku scores a lot of goals, but he's like, at the end of the day, you don't even know what the goals were for. I mean, obviously, Zlatan's won trophies, but it's like...
I'm looking at his record. He's just scoring goals. He's just got goals. Zlatan, like he's just gonna guarantee you goals. Like every season, he's just gonna guarantee
he's not trash,
you
but like
goals, bro. Like
I never said he's a poor player. Well, all right. Anyway, we're gonna have to just move on from this because we're never gonna agree. Everyone's got their own opinion and it's stuck in stone. All right, so we're gonna flick on to the next part of the show, which everyone loves to. So our straight red segment. So Man United's actually just kicked off and they've actually just had a full start for the kickoff. But anyway, let's move on. Straight reds time, people. I'm going to start with Miggs. I'm going to go with Ash. They're going to go with Dills. Miggs, straight red. You set it off this week. Can't have that Fenway Sports because you won it. You went out and got some defenders anyway. So
no, that was a Michael Edwards masterclass. That's all Michael Edwards. Here I go. I don't know if you guys saw the tweet. Trevor Sinclair. Maybe he misworded it, but he said Liverpool City's the biggest rivalry. I'm like, nah.
The former Manchester... The winger.
Yeah, let's see if I can find the tweet.
You know what, yeah?
I remember he's a member of TalkSport, isn't it? So maybe that's why.
I wonder why TalkSport.
Yeah, come on, man. We can't be following that.
We need the red for that. No, but the red's justified. The red's justified, bro.
They need a red.
Yeah. Even now, like, even the younger fans, like the Liverpool fans, and the City fans growing up now, the rivalry is not even there. It's still with United. I say we have a bigger rivalry with Arsenal, much less City. I mean, really, you don't really run into no City fans in it. So, but
stop that, bro.
And it's Liverpool
not a big rivalry. Leeds is a bigger rivalry.
Yeah,
Liverpool Leeds is a bigger rivalry than City.
Yeah,
definitely.
But what is he considering to be a
Oh
rivalry?
my God! Straight red! What is going on?
What's going on? This I'm let me see
that straight red.
Fam, what's it? Yankovic.
I thought it was United.
Fam, what is going on today? He's fucked up with the top of it. It looked bad. I thought he was going to get yellow, but
on his debut.
But wait. Let's see what VAR says. Hold on. Let's see if it's straight red. Oh, that's straight red. Yeah, it's straight red. He's done. Shocking tackle. What is he doing? Fool. Stupid idiot, bro.
Inside the first minute.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. This is unbelievable. These guys just want to give Man United points, bro. They think he's still working behind the scenes, fam.
Hey, I thought that was Eze.
I thought it was like, well, I realised it wasn't Palace, bro.
Am I watching the wrong game?
Yeah, I see that.
That's why I had to do that.
Oh, Newcastle just scored as well. Shelby.
Yeah, I saw that. Shelby.
No, that's a red. I don't know what he was doing.
I didn't see the replay, man.
Shocker.
I'll give him my straight red. I'll let Sinclair live for another week.
Trevor Sinclair won, bro. That's bro. God, you know, I don't want to do this. This has made me ill, bro. Aye, you know what? Let's flick on. Aye, I said he was next. Ash, straight red. You send it off.
My whole team. I have to.
That was my straight red as well.
I have to. Are you crazy?
Aye? Wait, who'd you lose to? Again?
Brighton.
The 1-0.
Brighton,
yeah.
They're not good.
Huh?
But they're not.
It's the manner, bro. It's the manner.
And you have to keep it like this, yeah?
Sorry, Rob, go on.
You kind of, I just kind of look at it like this. All right, cool. We've just lost to Liverpool, yeah? We've got Brighton, and then we've got another big game in Chelsea. You have to bounce back, bro. And we've lost the opportunity. So now, what do we do? We can't go to the Chelsea game thinking this is a must-win because it's a big game. It's Chelsea, and we're losing we've lost our talisman in Kane. He may well not play. That was the game we had to win, and we lost. So now, our game in hands, we still haven't played Villa yet this season. At all.
Tough.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough game. So now I just feel like you see certain games, like I kind of need to give us a straight red for those types of fixtures. Brighton, Fulham, who else? Newcastle.
No, Fulham's tough, bro. No, Fulham, I'll give you that. Fulham's tough, bro.
You're boying it, man. They're not tough.
How many people?
London derby as well.
No, man.
I said that. I saw Milk's face when I said Fulham, bro, because he knows, bro.
No.
That man put up a show, bro.
We were terrible.
That man put up a show against you, lot, bro.
They were even decent against United, even though they lost. They played good against United.
Even United, fam. And even Chelsea, fam. We needed 10 men. We needed 10 men, fam.
We would have won that game, bro.
I'm not having it.
Even then, it was a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, but look at it like this, yeah? You see the way I pray it? You see at the start of the season, I look at certain fixtures. I look at certain fixtures and I say, all right, cool, that's 6 points. All right, cool, I expect 6 points from that game.
No, not this year. Not this year. You can't.
The fuck, man?
Like, if you ask everybody about their club, yeah, they'll say the club's been embarrassing this season. And you ask them to look at the table and you're like, oh, that's where my club is. I really scored for like, what, 5 goals? I mean,
we were top not too long ago. We were top not too long. I started throwing out bets and that. I bet my team finishes higher than yours. And now look where we are.
I've been suckered in, boy. I've got £100 bet with someone to finish it from United. I'm stressing, blood. Stressing.
No,
we needed to bounce back and we lost the opportunity big time, man.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Bills, straight red.
Yeah, to be honest, that was just going to be my straight red as well, to be honest. Like, I just thought, like, the manner, it was just like, and it's not even so much Tottenham, because they can only play to how their manager sets them up. So for me, the straight red more goes to Mourinho. Like, I'm going to pinpoint and highlight Mourinho for that because he always does this, but it's like he doesn't have faith in his team. It's like he comes into a team, there's maybe 2 or 3 players that he believes in, and the rest of his team are just defend. You are just defenders. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I just feel like, bro,
I agree with that.
And now,
I agree as well.
And now you play so negative. Like, man's thinking, bro, you got Son, you got Bordrin, you got Mora, you've got that Cars Vinicius guy who's doing Mbappe moves and that, and you got living.
No, you can't rely on him, bro.
It? Like,
no, but it's not even not about relying on him.
Flair,
you brought in a striker because every season guaranteed Harry Kane's going to be out for a number of weeks because of his ankles, isn't it?
Exactly.
When you got injured against Liverpool, he brought on Lamella. I said, this is done out here, bro. He's fit. He's done. And just as Dills was saying, he picks out his little players. So he's got Son, Kane that he can rely on, and he went out and bought Højbjerg in it. Those are the only 3 that he will say are guaranteed that when it's a game that we have to win, I'm playing those. Everyone else is even Reguilon. I don't think he's convinced of Reguilon. I think that guy has some personal stuff where during around the training ground, the guy might just be doing some stupid shit like breaking lockdown rules or whatever. He's not going to play him.
What's happening with Aurier?
But I don't know, man. The guy's gang mode anyway, man. Come on.
I heard he walked out the stadium. Because he got something. I did not play him.
No, I think he had a mad argument. I think he was just kicking off, and then they was just like, "Yeah, you're coming off." He was just like, "Yeah."
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not arguing with that dude, bro. He looks solid, fam. He looks like the dude from a Blood Diamond. Like, where is the diamond looking?
Where is the diamond? Where is it? You have it.
That to me, bro. I'm glad I'm buying one,
he
bro.
just does like that, bro. When he just ran, he's solid, bro.
Dia?
Long, fam.
Dia?
Long sleeve or short sleeve.
You know what, them man there ducking you down, fam. That's the one where man's looking left and right, quick, trying to get the pass off quick, fam.
All right. So my straight red, to be honest, I don't even know if I'm giving this one to properly, but my straight red is gonna have to be to. I don't know if I should do it to Marseille or I should do it to AVB. So the background to this, obviously, AVB, he came out and he had basically Marseille bought a player.
That's bad.
AVB came out and said, I didn't want him, so I've handed in my resignation. I'm just waiting to see what they say. I'm a bit like, AVB's talking like he's Guardiola.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like he's been there, done it. Like, man was in Russia not too. Wasn't he doing like NASCAR or something a few months ago or years ago?
Yeah. He was.
You're gonna have to relax. You're not Michael Jordan.
But secretly, I don't necessarily think. I think it's more Marseille than AVB because if the manager has to come out and say that, firstly, there's a breakdown in the relationship between the manager and the club, innit?
No, I agree. Yeah.
For him to come out and say that, but secondly, if I'm the manager and you're buying someone on my behalf that I'm telling you I do not want, and then you still done it, why am I here? You might as well run the day-to-day.
No, I agree. But coming out and saying I've resigned, blah blah, I'm a bit like,
yeah, that's pay.
That's not gonna get you a job anyway, bro. Yeah, bro. That's not gonna get you a job anyway. That's a bit silly, to be honest.
And to be fair, I don't think he's necessarily a bad player, that Nicham from Celtic. I think he can do a job in France.
I feel bad for the player as well, like, because now he's under extra pressure.
For the player, bro. That's a confidence breaker.
Like, your manager's left now. Like, the pressure's on you. You got to perform now. Like. If you don't perform, it's like, yeah.
But he said that, like obviously, I was watching the interview thing on Sky Sports News, and he was saying that, you know, they already like asked him about the player, and he said no. So I mean, to wake up the next morning, he said he woke up and he went online and saw. That's how he found out that Marseille had signed the player, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You see the level of undermining. That's. You say
that, but that's a bit. I'm not even sure I believe that story. How's the club gonna buy a player and you don't get an email or something, fam? I'm not gonna respond. You know what I mean?
It doesn't surprise me.
Not even an Uber Eats receipt up in there, like.
Bro, fam, look at the way that like set clubs operate, fam. Do you think teams? Do you think the managers are really involved, or do you think they're just really just?
They might not be involved, but how can a player get bought and you're saying you find out from the internet, bro? I don't believe that, bro.
Just look at it like this. Just look at it like this, yeah.
That was a reason.
How many men are out there that are defined as head coach versus defined as being a manager?
But I agree.
If you're the head coach, you're there to coach what I give you. I mean, I don't want what you're giving me. Why are you expecting me to? I can't coach that.
That means there's a board, there's a director of football, there's someone doing transfers.
But my question again is, why are you coming out giving that press conference? Who are you, bro? It doesn't do nothing for you, bro. If I manage another team and I've seen him come out like, I'm like, I don't want this at my club, bro. Man's gonna come out and break a player's confidence. In the grand scheme of things, this done. Imagine you say he's saying he woke up and he found out from the internet when he went on the internet. You're gonna get sent a meme of people saying, what happens when a player gets bought and the coach don't want them, and then they show the press conference below, bro, and it shows him saying that about you. Your brethren are sending that to you, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine you're telling him, I've just signed for Marseille, you know. Da. What is this?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you look and see the video, bro.
Yeah, he's talking about waking up in the morning and seeing that. Like,
he could have been more professional.
For you as a player, bro.
Yeah, he definitely could be more professional. But the way it's playing out, I don't necessarily I think it's going to have a big impact on the player, because I don't see the manager staying there much longer, innit? So therefore,
he's done.
So therefore, he's got his move. He's going to have to work under somebody else, and that's just going to be water for ducks back at the end of the day. But if it turned out to be a scenario where AVB stays, then yeah, I'm not optimistic for Nicham or however you say his name, because you know I'm playing for someone that does not favour me, and he said it publicly. I'm not for this guy. I didn't want him.
It's the same with Jose, innit? With Shevchenko, innit? He didn't want him, but
he didn't come out like that.
Play him.
He didn't come out like that, though.
Yeah.
He didn't come out like that, bro.
No. That's what I'm saying is, and no, I'm saying in terms of like the player in it, like how if AVB stays, how it will affect the player in it, because you've got a man in your team that you don't really want here in it. So it's not really like, it's probably best for him that AVB leaves, in it, kind of thing.
My whole thing is, and another thing is, AVB is not Mourinho, bro. Mourinho done one Champions League and one Premier League before he said that, bro. I think he'd won 2 Prems before he came up with. Mourinho won 2 Prems before he did that.
Yeah.
He has not won
like the next season. The third season.
Has not won anything of that kind of significance to be coming out like that, bro. Looking like an alcoholic.
Anyway, it happens, isn't it? I mean, yeah, his ego wasn't matching up. I mean, a lot of people don't know, but you know, Klopp didn't actually want Salah. Like that wasn't Klopp wanted Brandt, and FSG were like, "No, we prefer you get Salah." I mean, he took him out. That's issue, but so I don't know why like AVB's coming out. But it was like tensions and protests around thing.
But this is where we're at now, isn't it? We're at the stage now where clubs are getting involved in it. Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying before. Like there's directors of football,
but it's their money, and they have to think for the long term.
Like managers ain't really having a say as much as they used to now when players being brought in. Like that's kind of evident.
You're just there to do your job, which is to coach them.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Would you want to give 200 million to a Donny? Do you want to give 200 million to a Donny who might have a heart attack the next day, bro? Who knows? I'm just saying.
But then But that's the way football's going, isn't it? Like inexperienced managers are getting 200 million to spend and doing what with it. So let's not get me, fam. Like, it's the way football's going at the moment. Like we have to just roll with it. Still, we have to just roll with it, bro.
Who are you talking about, Deals?
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about
the next manager. We won't go down.
I'm talking about Oli.
It's a good get out still. I'll talk about Oli.
It's a good get out. Yeah.
All right, anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up because it's kind of a long one. All right, people, welcome to, I mean, not welcome. So I watched the main message put me off. It's another episode of Straight Red. It's been a good, productive chat. Let's say peace out to the man, Ash, Migs.
Yes, big up again, man.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on. Let's do the Spurs.
I don't have that
What do
energy,
you
man.
think of Spurs?
Come on, Tottenham. Come on, Tottenham.